Hello, everybody. I am your host, F. Lipinski. This is the Pay Your Way Tournament Week 1, and my co-caster today is, guess who? The one person who casts the most this entire season, Chumbait.
What's up?
So, Chumbait and we're going to be casting Most Wanted versus Working Hours. Now, they are in Group B of this Pay Your Way tournament. For those of you who are not up to date on what is currently happening, we are now in the postseason of Season 16. And so we're in the portion of all the players who are trying to compete for a chance to play on stage in Denver at the VRMLCON 2024. This format consists of a split round robin. So we have two different round robin groups. We have Group A and Group B, both groups having 4 teams total. For today, we're going to be looking at Group B. And so Group B has Mayhem, Most Wanted, Working Hours, and Shadow Kings. Now, the format of this tournament is actually quite simple. So the way it works is we have 3 weeks of regular round robin matchups. And so week 1, which we are currently in right now, Most Wanted is going to play against Working Hours. They're only going to play 2 maps, and after 2 maps, whether they tied 1 win each, they're going to call it right there, and they're going to wait for week number 2. So pretty much each week, you're going to play against a new opponent, and you're going to play 2 maps each week out of 3. At the end of those 3 weeks, and after all the maps you've played, all the rounds, and how many you've won, how many you've lost, it's going to be put up in comparison with your fellow opponents in your group. The top 2 teams with the most map wins and the most round wins, if there is a tie in map wins, will then be placed in a first and second place position. This is also happening in Group A. Everything we're talking about here is happening in Group A. So they're fighting for the same thing. They're fighting in the same format. So they'll have their top 2. At the end of those 3 weeks, I think it's July 14th, those teams are going to pair up in a semifinals format. Best of 3 maps, okay? So first place from Group A will play second place from Group B, and then second place from Group A plays against first place Group B. Catch the flow there? So the winner of those semifinals will then be our finalists that are competing on stage in Denver in July 19th or July 20th, 21st. Yes, July 20th, 21st of 2024 in Denver, Colorado. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
And the Onward event is going to be on the 20th of July. I know so many people that are just so pumped, myself included. I can't wait to see all the players that will end up who will go past the semifinals into the top 2, but also all the other teams that plan on coming out. Not only that, we get to see everybody from the VRMO community. It's not just players who get flown out. It will also be community members who are just so passionate about competitive play that want to meet up with their friends, their teammates, and I think that's the magic of VRML. It's a community across all the games in Denver this year. It's a huge community of people who love working together as teammates, playing, having fun. It's going to be great vibes all around, I think. And to start us off, I mean, our first OBJ, our first map is Suburbia. First objective, if you take a look, it's Playground, and this is one of the most. Yes, okay. I think middle house OBJ is probably the most typically most aggressively played objective, but Playground is right up there with it.
Oh, 100%. Now, in the past, you could send the code on the north side of the playground sandbox, right behind that hedge. The objective has slightly shifted a little bit in that playground. The sand has migrated a little bit, and so now you're no longer able to cap behind that shrub. So what used to be an extremely difficult objective to defend has become a little bit more, I would say, balanced, but still a very fast-paced, actioned objective. I mean, there's not a lot of cover from the Volk on the objective, so a lot of them have to kind of push out, take half of the map of control early on, the same time as Marsoc is as well. So definitely an aggressive map. Now, I mean, I wanted to bring this up. Let's not forget this Denver convention. This is the first Onward LAN event since Oculus Connect 6, I believe. I think that might be the last time. It's been a long time, but it's been.
Wow. And when was that?
2018? 5 years? 5 years ago? 4?
2019. Oh,
it was 2019. Yeah, because 2018, I believe, was Oculus Connect 5. I could. Wow. Yes, it was because I turned 17 that day.
Ooh.
So, and no, I will not be turning. It will not be my birthday for this Denver convention. So don't make people sing happy birthday, please. It looks like we do have 5 players from both sides. Most Wanted and Working Hours are both in this lobby. We should see the next round, or the first round, I should say, starting pretty soon. Let's kind of talk about these teams. We have Most Wanted, but not the original roster. We have a couple changes, and Working Hours with a completely big change up for what we've known as After Hours. It's kind of a new team here. So let's go over Most Wanted. Chum, can you break down who we're going to see tonight on that team?
We're going to see on Working Hours, it's a mix-up of a little bit of Classified, a little bit of Grimtide, and a little bit of Wrecking Crew action tossed in with After Hours. Reaper coming in with Pounds and Voids today, at least for map 1. I think Ninja and Chandler are probably the 2 most solid players on After Hours. Not to diminish the other After Hours players that will not be able to show up to the con, but yeah, I mean, Ninja is, I think you and I have spoken before in the past, Ninja is known for securing the flanks, right? They protect the Marstock, they protect the Volk from these really integral pushes that Marstock could do, but they're also really good at clutching up and finding those flicks. And, Chandler's such a killer on After Hours.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the question is, how is Working Hours going to perform when it's 4 different teams trying to play together? Will there be cohesion tonight amongst these players? Have they practiced before tonight? I guess we'll find out. Most Wanted does have a pretty close roster to what they've been playing for throughout Season 16. They've got Downpour, who is from Wrecked, and Rush X, who's from Latin Force. Those are the only 2 players tonight that we're going to see on this first map that are not part of Most Wanted's original roster for Season 16.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just looking at Reaper's position, and it's so dirty. I mean, it's such a great spot, and it's going to catch, I hope, some of these Most Wanted off. I mean, it would catch me off guard for sure. But yeah, I really appreciate the Most Wanted setup here. They have a couple, Rush from Latin Force, Downpour from Wrecked, as you said. They are new additions, and they seem to be taking a little bit more of a backwards approach. They're being a little bit more conservative here on North Lane 3 and 4. And there goes Salty Food, goes down to Reaper.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice, nasty spot from Reaper. He might see no, he didn't see Downpour there. Rush X does spot, I think he might have spotted Reaper. He kind of did a couple pre-fire shots there underneath the bus. We'll see if he can get maybe a pick onto Reaper here to get that refrag. Yep, there goes the shots, and down goes Reaper. So now it's a good little trade there, 4-4. And M203 smoke. That was that tossed, or was that shot above the buildings? Because I don't think they had a line of sight for where it landed.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Interesting.
But it did land really well. Might have been a perfect... Ooh, a C4 toss on lane 4 and a nade flash combo. Most Wanted, they started off really aggressive on mid lane. Who taking light skin spots as light skin now rotates off to North lane 3. But look at Pounds. Pounds in such an incredible position. They somehow have identified that the lane 1 and 2 push aren't coming out right now from Most Wanted. Here comes a lane 3 push.
What a great kill from Lightskin with the headshot on Voids. He did have a couple flashes there to kind of weaken the sensory, hearing of Void. Oh, and what a nade from Salty Pussy right onto Chandler Sullivan. And what could have been a cap, but Pounds kind of saving that objective there. 1v2. Salty gets a nice swing kill Now it's all up to Ninja. Chandler could make call-outs. He's trying to. Salty somehow survives. I think Ninja got flashed. Just a little bit of pre-fire. Got a couple clips onto Salty here. 1v1 now. Salty's going to try to take that prone approach, but is Ninja going to expect it? I mean... Oh,
man, all the bullets into the back of the Humvee. I mean, Ninja locked down lane 4. They took down Downpour, who was a huge fragger on Rex side, and it's all left up to Salty Poo and Ninja. They clutched that one up on lane 4, but whether they can clutch up the round is really the question. They have help in terms of Chandler's callouts. My money's on Salty Poo, though.
Oh, wow, that trade in favor for Most Wanted, getting that round win.
Jeez. It's competitive, 1v1 already on the first round of our first map. You know, I believe on, what, Tuesday we had a matchup, right? Tuesday, Animal House versus Quantum. That was a huge win for your team, Animal House. But tonight, Most Wanted Working Hours, at least on Suburbia, which is what, Most Wanted's map pick, it looks really competitive.
Yeah, I think one key moment from that last round, Lightskin had some fantastic utility on that objective. I mean, he had tossed 3 flashes on the sandbox objective, it seemed. And I think all of them got both Void and Chandler with that flash. Then you had an amazing M203 smoke that pretty much covered a very high visibility area where you can look down multiple lines on that objective. Boom, completely covered with smoke. So that made it really difficult for Chandler to see anything, or anyone else who's maybe watching some long angles there. But of course, the nade takes out Chandler. Unfair for him. I mean, he didn't really have a chance to do much where he was. Just some fantastic utility by Most Wanted. Once they started pushing in that objective, they had a couple trades, they lost a couple lives, but they kept it together and they got the round win. Really close round.
I'm seeing some active people in the chat, and I'm just so happy that I don't know, that we have such a solid community filled with players who are supportive of not just their own team, but of other people's teams, and I think it's really respectable. Round 2, Lipinski, I think the defense was really solid from Working Hours. The same spawns here tonight. I think this is a defense. This is a defense round for Most Wanted.
I think it could be. We're gonna have to see what kind of utility Working Hours can do here, because that's gonna be kind of what helps take this defense out. Downpour's in a great position, very meta for this objective, because it's super hard to kind of get the picks, especially where Lightskin is. He's going to be the main defender of that center. With him down, it's going to really open up the lane for Working Hours to approach and get some picks on objective. But I mean, if he tucks in, wastes their time, that's all that's necessary for Most Wanted to take the win. And Working Hours are playing pretty slow. I mean, Ninja, Chandler, Reaper still haven't even crossed the street yet. They're just now making that attempt now. Great nade attempt there by Ninja. Unfortunately, no one was there on the receiving end to greet that grenade. Oh, and Ninja might be trying to find out where Lightskin is. Might see a possible trade here, or maybe Ninja might get the pick. Oh, and Lightskin does get voids, but the refrag only downing Lightskin. Ninja did not put enough rounds into him. Lightskin can make call-outs, could get revived, and oh man, that nade was almost bad by Salty Pussy there. Almost confirmed his down teammate.
That Virtus, it's like, you know, a pea shooter. Generally low damage rounds, a quick encounter here on lane 4. Down goes Salty, Pounce finding one with the AK-5C. And for now, Most Wanted, they actually have a numbers disadvantage, Working Hours ahead by 1 life.
Yeah, Reaper's in a good position. He's checking code right now, trying to memorize it. I think he's gonna try to maybe make a cap attempt here. I think Pounds knows that there's still one in center house. But we're going to see what Downpour can do to hold this objective. Rush also kind of just in the middle of objective. Ninja does find light skin, or confirms light skin in the center.
I mean, Rush is really putting some rounds down range. Reaper tags Pooh, and that's it. It's all left up to these two defenders. It's a Marsoc round in the blink of an eye.
Oh, great headshot by Downpour, taking out Ninja. I don't know if they know that Rush is even there. They might have a good assumption. Oh, is Rush going to spot Reaper here on the prone? Oh, and Reaper gets the kill on a Downpour. 1v3. Oh, and Rush looks back at the worst timing there right after Reaper stands up. Pounds is on the flank. Rush doesn't know. Is Pounds going to get this pick here?
I don't know if the audio cues are close enough for Rush to be aware of Pounds. They're getting pinched.
He takes out Reaper. Pounds goes for the swing and gets the kill. Rush goes down, making it 1-1. Working Hours getting that round win there.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That time, Working Hours seemed to have a really good time on Marsoc. They struggled a little bit. They managed to bring it to 1v1. But here, they had 2 alive, right? They got that really lightning fast refrag onto Rush, last defender. And just like that, Playground OBJ is over.
They definitely drew the defenders' attention into a position where it kind of gave Working Hours a lot of intel. They were able to kind of get an idea where most of the defenders were, and just using the proper angles to push, they got those picks what seemed effortlessly. And Pounds kind of being that silent killer in lane 1, taking out 2 players, but definitely a key player in that last round. I think that without that player in lane 1, the round could have swung maybe in Most Wanted's favor. Who's to say? But that definitely helped out the offense there. So as you can see, not an easy objective to defend. We just saw 2 Volk rounds lose on that playground objective. We are moving objectives to what is now one of the more easier objectives to defend on this map. This is the very far south garage objective, and what many people call the spawn house for Volk. You get a Volk spawn advantage here where you can push up halfway down the map sooner than the Marsoc because of your Volk spawn. So this should go towards Working Hours in their favor, just because it is a Volk advantage spawn, not because of who these teams are, just based off that. So we'll see if Working Hours can take that advantage and run with it and get a round win. Hopping into round number 3.
From the looks of it, I think we can identify that Working Hours are really good at identifying the Volk positions, and they're really good at kind of applying pressure until something gives way. I mean, we saw that especially on Downpour on the Playground OBJ. They were able to identify, hey, I mean, if they're hiding behind that Hesco, they can't be hidden in that position for too long, and that's why they were able to push perfectly. Reaper pushing into the playground and managed to catch Downpour as they were worried about Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler's got a really nasty position on the cross here, looking just underneath carport, which is below eye level for any Marsoc that are running across. They're not going to see those shots. They'll kind of take them to the hip and below, which is still enough to down a player. Speaking of Downpour laying down. Now, for those of you who are maybe tuning in that are referred by a friend, maybe someone who's competing or just loves the league, and you're not sure what Downpour is actually doing in real life, he is laying down on the ground. They are prone in real life. You want to lay down, you want to crouch like Salty, you got to actually do it in real life. It's part of VR. It's part of the immersion. That's why we love the game. We want to feel like we're actually using our physical strength and endurance to give ourselves an advantage. Now, same thing with throwing utility. You got to have that hand-eye coordination. If you want to throw a grenade across the map through a small little window like James can, I don't know how, you gotta know how to do that in real life too. Maybe with a baseball, not a grenade. But Salty did get a nice little pick early on with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the round. Working Hours are now down 4 defenders here.
Well, I'm also seeing a pattern on Marsoc for Most Wanted. They're really good at finding a pick on Volk, realizing that, hey, I mean, I gotta kill. Look at Chandler goes down! The captain who specializes in the windows Most Wanted were able to counter that perfectly, and just like that, Downpour and everybody else here on Playground have way more place to push. Ninja finds food.
Goes for Lightskin. Catch Lightskin with the grenade in his hand. Wow, what a play by Ninja there. Getting the double kill. Oh, and the grenade from Pounds almost takes out Downpour, but just a little bit short. He's going to try to possibly peek Salty Foo here, but they're not quite meeting each other yet. Oh, and they're both going prone. And wow, the timing on that. Pounds looks away. One thing I always remember is Most Wanted love to play prone. I don't know why, but they use their young bones to lay on the ground and just sneak up on players. Hold the awkward angles.
3v3 with Chandler down. Pounds has a lot of pressure on them, and just like that, Salty has very narrowly skirted the attention of multiple Voids. Is on there. Not sure exactly what they're looking at, but Pounds, unless Foog does give out an audio cue, I think Pounds is going to go down here.
Yeah. Voids was just previously looking right where Salty was, and then looked away once audio cues came from Downpour. Salty definitely knows Pounds is there, as Pounds just made a call out. Will Salty have any utility to help him take out Pounds? Oh, Voids does take out Downpour. It's a 3v2 here. Oh, and Pounds gets the kill onto Salty.
What? I mean, I thought Pounds would have totally gone out. I mean, Foo with the slow peek, maybe they exposed a part of their body before they could even shoot because of that barricade in front of them. Just like that, Pounds is still alive, and Rush in a 1v3. So it's a complete switch from round 2. Same thing, but now Most Wanted need to clutch this up.
Yeah, Rush, it's going to take a lot from Rush here to try to clutch this round. I mean, Voids being alive in the center house is going to be the most difficult part. Pounds, you know, you can maybe manage. Pounds might get a little aggressive and peek over the hedge. You get a headshot, or if you've got some utility that could help out. Ninja doesn't have a lot of cover once, you know, you get close enough. But Voids, that room is just so deadly. Oh, here goes Rush with the grenade. Wow, way too long. That went really far.
You know, the danger of having Pounds here, as well as... Oh, Voids might catch this. May have seen a sliver. Maybe even Pounds. Oh, that is tense. If Pounds doesn't go down, Russia's going to have to play... I don't know. They're going to have to fight on... They're going to have to do 180s to find kills, but luckily they are pushing through mid lane. And what we saw, Ninja cleared out 2 here on lane 1 and 2 in the west. I think that worked brilliantly for them. Despite Chandler going down and Playground being lost, Pounds finding that kill onto Foo, it's just perfect. Working Hours were able to, I don't know, stay in it.
Oh, and Pounds gets the kill onto Rush, giving Working Hours another round win. Now, here's my question: is we normally have a connoisseur vote for what team a lot of our connoisseurs think are going to win. Now, we're going to have to rely on YouTube alone, the live viewers, who they think are going to win Most Wanted or Working Hours tonight. Now, we don't have 3 maps to decide the winner of the series. We only have 2. So if there is a tiebreaker, maybe you can make the decision to make it, you know, who had the most points difference, you know, things like that. But, you know, if one of these teams take both maps, safe to say they were the series decider there. I mean, I don't know who I would put my my connoisseur reputation on for tonight, Most Wanted or Working Hours. Even though we are looking at a 1-2 score right now, I still don't know who I'd pick, because we could easily see, like I said, that's a very Volk advantageous objective, and Most Wanted are going to have that objective next. If they win that, we're back to 2-2, you know, and I do expect that to happen. I would be shocked if Most Wanted couldn't hold this objective. Chum, what do you feel like Working Hours are going to have to do if they want to take this objective win here? I mean, this is a hard one to attack.
I think their approach from Marsoc on Playground OBJ, it worked beautifully on Playground, and I think some of it can still be applicable here on the Volk spawn OBJ in the far south. Though it is more difficult, right? Because we saw Working Hours, they were really holed up, especially in mid. You can't pinch and find cracks and pressure points in the Volk defense as easily as Playground OBJ. So I think this will be very difficult, and Most Wanted is definitely on track to find a Volk round win. Yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know.
No, you made some really good points there. We'll see what Working Hours can do. Chandler just said it's his birthday. Well, we'll have to fact check that. But if so, happy birthday, Chandler. Let's get that in the chat. He likes to sometimes, give himself attention. So we definitely have to fact check that. Downpour pushing pretty aggressive down lane 4 here in a very unorthodox position. Not a lot of players hold the defense from this spot. It's actually pretty good based off of how much of his body is being exposed to the bus. It's not a lot.
Downpour was punished before on round 2. They've been punished before, and they just have to make sure that this time it won't happen. As long as mid is super good at controlling mid lane, right? Mid house is good at controlling mid lane. Yeah. Downpour shouldn't be that much easy of a target, right? Because that's where the real danger goes, is if they are able to penetrate and catch an angle, essentially where Downpour is the most exposed, then it's all over for this lane 4 defender. But for now, they seem focused elsewhere.
Wow, great smoke there from Chandler. Going to block Downpour's view of Playground here. Chandler might be able to see a sliver of Downpour if he goes on the side of this bus. But nothing yet. We'll have to come back to that in a little bit. We have 3 defenders in the center house. Wow. That is something. You don't see that a lot, especially on this objective. Typically, you spread out a little bit more since you have that Volk advantage spawn.
Right. They really feel very strongly that the best way to defend this OBJ in the far south is to control the mid house, with which objectively is not too far off from the most effective things that we've seen in the past in season 16, right? Because the mid house, even though the windows are pretty big and exposed, you can find really tight angles on it, and inevitably from the second floor especially, that's where the finish lines are at, right? You can control the entry points into the Volk house.
100%. Looks like some utility coming out from Lightskin here. Going to try to get a nade kill onto Pounds. Will he do it? Oh, and it's primed a little bit too early and thrown a little bit too short. Not going to get that kill there. But Downpour gets taken out by Chandler. Yeah, exactly what we thought. His back was sticking out, wasn't looking at lane 4, focused too much on lane 1, and Chandler got the pick.
Oh, what was that? Big trade between Pooh and Reaper.
Yeah, I think I think Salty got a little bit aggressive on the peak in the back door, and Reaper capitalized on it. Got the trade at least, making it a 4v3, much harder for the defenders to defend this one. More utility's going to have to come out, though, on that center house if they want to clear it. 2 people instead of 3, not as strong, but still practically Fort Knox in there.
Yeah. I'm left wondering, frankly, Lipinski, what is Rush's role? What are they doing here, and what kind of angles? Oh, down goes Voids. Voids just can't seem to catch a break. Down they go at the bottom of lane 1.
Rush's role, that's a good one. Typically, I would say Rush's role is to prevent people from getting to the objective. Last defender, maybe making a couple of peeks, trying to make some call-outs so that center house can get a better idea of what to look for. But Rush is pretty tucked in. Not typically what we see in a defensive spot on this kind of objective. So maybe Rush has an ulterior motive that I don't know about, but if it works, then that's the best motive to have. The one that no one expects, doesn't know why, but works every time. So I think that's what everyone wishes to have.
Look at Pounds. Just blitzing through. And Fu will definitely hear that. And the crosshairs are just missing each other. Where's the headshot from Pounds?
Oh.
They know. They're aware of each other. We need rush right now.
Yeah.
Pound's picking up a util. Ninja goes down lane 1 by Lightskin.
Yeah.
Big util toss. Could catch Foo. Look, it does. Pound's pushing on through.
Lightskin's still alive in this room, and Pounds doesn't know. Oh. Wow. I think Rush called out that Pounds was in there with Lightskin. Only 58 seconds remaining. Lightskin's going to start moving. He's going to go prone. Now, if you're prone, there is no audio cues that go out. So, safest way to move, but Lightskin can't waste too much time here. Oh, Pounds gets the kill on the Rush. Now, if Lightskin gets the kill onto Pounds or onto Chandler, yep, there's the kill. Pounds knows that Lightskin's still alive. He's going to try to push him. Oh, and Lightskin gets the clutch. Last one alive kills the last two players. What a play there, saving the round. So close for comfort. Most Wanted now 2 points versus Working Hours 2 points.
1v2 is very uncomfortable,
Yeah.
right? Especially when the last one knows exactly where you are. I mean, that is a prime example of staying cool under pressure, nerves of steel.
Yeah.
My goodness. But just like that, single-handedly, it's 2-2. Yeah. We had a Marsoc win early in Suburbia, and now we just seem to be trading Volk rounds. If this continues, it's Working Hours' map.
Yeah. That's a great example of how important it is to check your angles, check your corners. You know, Pounds did not check that back room, and it cost the round. You know, I mean, once again, Lightskin very well could have killed Pounds if Pounds did check that back room, but we'll never know if the alternative was, you know, a Working Hours win. You know, great defense for Most Wanted. That three-man center house, it worked. You know. But wow, Lightskin really put the team on his back that round. You know, 6-3 now on this map. Pounds 7-2. So they're both carrying a lot of weight right now for each of their teams. Pounds not even being on After Hours, coming from Classified, but Classified's team captain. So when you put a team captain with another team captain that's really good, you know, magic happens. Sparkles in the air.
They need a little bit more sparkles to come out ahead of Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Because for now, they're also putting up huge numbers.
Exactly.
And the performance really, you know, the points on the scoreboard, they're very indicative in themselves. So
maybe the sparkles in the air from Working Hours are actually lighting the dynamite that Most Wanted is holding, and they're gonna throw it right back at
gosh.
him. Some crazy
Jeez.
like imagination, in-depth thinking right there. You know. Who knows? Pounds pushing pretty aggressive with some utility. Wow, what a close nade on the Lightskin. And he actually puts himself in a pretty good position. Hard to kill, but once you are pretty much spotted, you got to hope that they don't push you with numbers, because that's going to be a tough one. Pounds with more utility in his hands, it seems. I don't know. Looks like he was holding something. Yeah, oh, he's got a C4. He's got a C4. If he hears footsteps, he's going to toss it, and it's going to go boom. But Most Wanted, they take their time on offense. So we'll see how much patience Pounds has before throwing that C4 and detonating it.
I like that nade toss there onto the far west of far west of lane 1. I mean, that that explosion, that air nade would have definitely at least downed whatever Volk may have been sitting there, but that's not where they're at. Working Hours have a pretty conservative defense. Chandler, I believe, is the most Chandler is on the outskirts.
Yeah, he is. He's the farthest from objective, but still relatively close. You know, he'll know well enough in time if he has to rotate or not. Oh, there goes the C4. Not going to catch anybody from Pounds.
Unfortunate. Look at that nade from Downpour. That could have downed him.
Oh, and here comes Downpour. Going to peek, and what a trade! How did Pounds get the headshot flick onto Downpour? Oh my goodness! I thought Downpour for sure had to kill. No questions asked. But Pound's an incredible trade there.
That just goes to show you, right, that these players are locked in for the Denver Con,
Yeah.
right? Most Wanted, yeah. I mean, they won what, the Challenger Cup in season 15, and they I believe they are a master team. So Most Wanted, they don't joke around, but neither does Working Hours. After Hours have been kind of tossed to the side.
Oh, it's a great smoke.
Hey, they've been tossed to the side. Yeah, they're not what they used to be. I think that is the sentiment of the community. But clearly, with the help of with the help of some friends, they can hit these insane flicks and headshots just like Pounds did.
Great flash, a reverse flash onto objective. Salty's gonna push. Ninja gonna get the kill there. Only down Salty. Might get the confirm, and he does. Look at Reaper. When did Reaper get there?
I don't know.
Might be a big pickup here. Reaper gonna go for. Oh, he rotates away at the worst timing. Lightskin's on objective, going for the cap. He caps it. Lightskin caps it, and Reaper looked away at the last second. What a win from Most Wanted. What a huge win there.
Take a look at these KDs.
Oh my goodness. Huge fumble. But an incredible play from Lightskin carrying Most Wanted to the victory on map 1.
We saw Ninja in action. Really, we really saw Ninja in action, and Reaper did not have the discipline that Ninja showed on objective, right? Despite the smokes, it's you cannot say anything other than Reaper did not hold that angle, because Ninja could not have defended objective.
Yeah.
It was Reaper's responsibility, right? Because they had an angle farther in past the smokes to prevent any kind of push into them. So yeah, I think that was a huge fumble from Working Hours, but we've got map 2 to see if they can redeem themselves.
A lot of it was definitely Onward timing. I mean, you know,
yeah, that's true.
If we were in Reaper's shoes, maybe Reaper heard someone pushing him and thought, you know, maybe I'm not the only one watching this objective. Maybe someone else should be watching it. Who knows? But I'm going to look away for a second, dodge this guy, come back, get the kill, and hold my line again. But the timing, as soon as he looked away, Lightskin pushed that objective and got the cap in a relatively quick time. You know, that was not a slow cap whatsoever. That was pretty fast. So well done from Lightskin, because that round was looking like a Working Hours round for a little bit there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anything that we should think about coming into map number 2? Map number 2 is going to be Shipyard. What does Working Hours have to do to bring this back? They're gonna need. I'm gonna say they're gonna need a 4-1 win here if they want to take this 2-map series as an actual win. That's a big ask. That is a big ask.
It really is. Yeah, they really need that fire under their butt.
Under their butt?
They have us jumping out of their seats. I hope they're jumping out of their seats, even though VR people stand. So sorry, that's bad joke. But anyways, yeah,
it was.
I'd be curious to look back to the stats and look at the map win rate for After Hours. But then again, you know, the stats, they won't help us much because we got Voids and Reaper and Pounds.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I do remember After Hours doing pretty well on Shipyard, but once again, this is not just After Hours. We've got Voids, we've got Reaper, we have Pounds, you know. But Pounds, you know, I'd feel like, all right, Pounds, you just do your job, you know, do the work that you've been doing so far, because it's been pretty phenomenal. He had 8 kills last map? Yeah.
8-3, yeah.
Insane. That's a lot of kills. You know, most players don't get above 6 in the map. So to have 8, that's impressive. That is impressive. But hey, 7 kills and a cap, that's also pretty dang good. It's pretty awesome right there. We do have all players in the lobby now. They're probably doing some last minute strategizing, which, you know, rightfully so. We have the Far East objective for those of you who are not aware, this is a pretty Volk-sided objective. There's typically only 2 ways now that you can get to this objective, and it's by crossing a pretty open area with a lot of cover on the sides, watching it. Or now we have a little sewer system underground, which is very narrow, only 1 exit. All you need is a pretty good C4, and that's no longer an option. So I would say this is a Volk-sided objective. Keep in mind, I did get capped on by Ghost on this objective. So there's that. Not proud of it, but it happened. So definitely anything can still happen. Even though it is Volk-sided, in my opinion, it can still be capped on. Marsoc can still win this. Working Hours starting off on Marsoc here. I think they're going to play slow like they have been. And they're going to try to take control of that ship. Usually the most important aspect of this objective is to take control of the ship, get some elevation, and the next thing you want to do is keep an eye on that south blue room, that 2-story, that first story as well. That's a pretty stackable defense. I think Most Wanted might put 3 people in there, just like we saw in Suburbia in the center house. But it's going to come down to smokes. Smokes are what's going to give you this win. What do you think, Chum?
We've seen caps, and I really think that I'm sorry to completely deviate from what you were talking about, but I really think this should be something that viewers are aware of. A cap could come out, especially from Working Hours. It's a team that has the right blend of new players, new ideas, and the right context, right? We're going into DenverCon, and we want to see great action. That's the whole point of this. It's a community-run event. It's the Invitational. It's not a finals. It's not a game-sponsored event. It's literally a community coming together. So I think we might see some crazy stuff from Working Hours. I
do see Chandler's got what looks like an M. Nope, it's a Virtus. Never mind. Forget what I said. I thought it was an M203 smoke. Someone else might have it, but look at Rush and I thought Salty was going the same way, but Rush is actually in the sewers right now. Salty back of objective, downpour second floor of Southern Blue Room. Salty Pussy sitting on objective, and Lightskin having a little party over here. Look at this.
Defense seem to have a real confidence in managing the ship from the positions that they're in. They really think they can handle it, and I don't really see this configuration of Volk players often. I think Rush particularly likes the underground. We've seen them play underground on Latin Force, the team that they play on for VRML, and they seem to be doing it here. But other than that, Most Wanted, they seem real comfortable about the ship.
Yeah, Rush is not in a great position to be last one alive, because all it takes is Rush to crash objective and then come out of the only exit available and then get picked off by anyone that's on Marsoc that hears him coming. I think it's going to rely on Downpour, Salty Fu, and Salty Pussy to hold this objective here. Lightskin can do some work, but, I mean, he's in a tradable position. He could trade with someone based on where he's at. Working Hours probably stressing out right now. I mean, it's been 2 minutes and not a single gunshot has gone off. Nobody's peeked. They're like, what is going on? Premature smoke, trying to stir some action up from Chandler here. But no one's going to take the bait. I think...
Despite having 3 players that are not residents of the After Hours team, Pounds, Voids, and Reapers seem really in sync. Look at that nade toss.
That was long.
But
that was a long nade toss.
Working Hours seem really, really coordinated and really synced up, an understanding of exactly what the strat is here.
Yeah.
Despite having 3 kind of foreign players that they may be close with personally, but yeah, they are holding their angles and they're waiting for something to fall into their trap. For now, Most Wanted, they seem very careful.
I think if Reaper clears this entire boat, they're going to pick up a lot of speed here from Working Hours. Reaper does have an M203 smoke, so if he spots Downpour, he might shoot that in the second floor window of Southern Blue Room. Pretty good position to utilize that. Pounds did move up, getting closer to Salty Pussy. You know, he's got some smoke to help him out as well. And Salty's tossing some utility. Grenades not going to reach him.
I like the thinking, though. Downpour being suppressed, that's not a good start for the defense. That's not where they want to be. They want Downpour to control the ship, and just like that, having multiple agents spreading across the map. I think this is exactly what we've seen Working Hours do so brilliantly here on Suburbia Map 1. Map 2, they're doing it again. They're pinching, finding the cracks.
Yeah, and I think Pounds just called out Salty Pussy here. Lightskin's starting to move. Oh, and wow. Wait.
Poo and Poo,
Ninja went down?
Both headshots. Yeah. Ninja
When did Salty Foo get a kill? He's all the way in the back of the objective.
No idea.
Well, we're gonna have to watch that back.
Right in front of Chandler.
Oh, okay. I was like, what just happened? Here comes some utility. M203 has not gone out yet. Reaper might be using it on Downpour. He heard the shots, but doesn't see him anymore. Oh, Downpour's peeking. Oh, and just barely misses. Void didn't even take any shots there. Not sure if Downpour was exposed enough for Void or not. And there goes the M203 smoke. Really good. Downpour's going to check from the other window, and no one's watching it. Oh, but Reaper's made it up there, and Downpour knows exactly what Reaper's going to do. Reaper was not checking his angle in that window. It's 2 left from Working Hours here.
Really good discipline for all of them. I mean, Chandler's trying to maneuver, trying to do something. Lightskin, 2 pieces of utility, flash out and a nade. Both of them not yielding much. An airburst from Downpour, neither. Yeah, I think Salty Foo's pick onto Ninja was really kind of what set the Marsoc push from Working Hours down the drain.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what Working Hours can do to kind of recover this round. They've only got 35 seconds remaining and a pretty spread out defense. Lightskin could get picked by Chandler, but unlikely. Chandler has no idea Lightskin's there. Lightskin's holding that angle. And here comes the push. Lightskin with a great kill. All up to Voids here with 20 seconds remaining. More utility. Where is he getting all this? I feel like he's already tossed like 6 utility.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Downpour, their angle's off. They're not looking.
Gets taken out by Salty Foo. Actually, it was a trade. If there was like 20 more seconds, Voids could have gone up on the roof and possibly gotten a pretty good kill there.
Yeah, definitely possible. Ooh. It's not looking good for Working Hour, I'm going to say that much.
Mm-hmm.
Most Wanted, they were really solid there. Like, the Marsoc was really set up, but that one frag onto Ninja weakened that a really important part of the Marsoc push, and you know the concentration over there on cranes on center dismantled the north.
Yeah.
So really, I think it was a really counter.
I think so too. No, well done for sure from Most Wanted.
To break the regular program, I would like everybody to vote in the live chat if you haven't already. Let us know who you think is going to win Shipyard. I think for now, people might be thinking more towards Most Wanted, or maybe it's more 50-50. But in any case, I also want to let people know, if you haven't already, and if it is interesting to you, please consider sharing your thoughts about the Season 16 cast or this cast. Let us know. Again, if you haven't done so already, please let us know in the survey of Season 16 cast. The link is in the description at the very bottom. Please let us know your thoughts, any feedback, criticism, positive or negative. We're looking for it all. Let us know what you think.
Sounds like we have the next round starting soon? Yes, it is.
You know, we always appreciate viewers who are just so transparent with us and honest about what they want to see. We've received already so much great feedback. criticism that's helping us grow as a casting team, and just hope we can keep that train going and improve the cast even more for season 17.
Yeah, Chandler taking a new position up here on the roof. Pretty meta. I mean, it's a really strong position, but he's got the TAR 21. Not typically what you see from someone on this roof. Most of the time, people have like a 4 times or even a 2 times, but he's got the holographic TAR 21. I think it might be because he's got some C4 on his chest. Pounds pushing this ship, getting into a really good position. One that's going to be tough to flush out here unless he gets a little bit aggressive on the peeking.
Ooh.
And Most Wanted taking their time, trying to clear the ship out. It's exactly what's necessary to try to win this objective here. Oh, and Pounds might get the first kill on a Downpour, and oh, Downpour tucking in. Taking his time, checking his tablet. And gonna take an alternative route. Voids team kills Reaper. And knows instantly that they made a mistake. Reaper on objective, right?
I don't know where Reaper was. On the stairwell, no? Where was Reaper?
Yep. He was coming up from the sewer.
Oh no, they got trigger happy.
Yeah. Very unfortunate.
Man. So I'll look at the Chandler to protect him.
Oh,
look
what
at
a...
Pounds. No worries, a drop down on top of it.
What a play from Pounds. The timing on that. I switched to his POV the second he started to fall. Let's get now aware of Pounds. Going to have to try to do their best to figure out where Pounds is, but not sure if they're going to see this. Oh, and Pounds with a nice peek onto Light Skin. That makes 2 now. Bringing back the player advantage after the unfortunate team kill. Now it's 4-3.
Yeah, Working Hours, they're biting back, right? They lost the round in heavy, right? They were 3 of Most Wanted left on round 1 defending, and now on their own defense round, Pounds is putting in some work. 2 down already, and just like that, Most Wanted, not only that have they lost the ship completely, they also lost an M203. So a possible smoke is out of the picture for these MARSOC players.
They've lost an M203. They've lost a smoke. They lost a grenade. They lost a lot of utility on those players who hadn't used any before they went down. Right. Now, sometimes if I know I'm not going to use it, I just chuck their utility across the map just so they can't use it in case I die. Oh, is Void's going to push this. Salty Foo going to toss a grenade through the window. Misses the window here. But Void's holding their angle. Not going to play aggressive. Smoke goes out and loses their opportunity to get an easy kill onto Salty Foo here. Oh, but is Salty Foo... Nope, Salty Foo's going to do a wide rotate and almost actually gets naded by Rush. It's pretty close.
I think Voids was being really careful of not exposing themselves, because if they were to expose and there was another MARSOC offense player in the south, they could have been immediately refragged. So they played the safe game and
what a grenade! What a grenade from Pounds is putting in the work tonight. That's a 3rd kill on this round alone. Doesn't know they got the down, so they can't confirm Salty Foo, but what an impressive grenade. That's called map awareness right there. Kind of expecting where the MARSOC is, even without knowing if they're there or not.
You think they heard the down noise? Like the little moan of pain?
Can you... What does it sound like?
So. Okay.
Can you give us an example? I forgot what noise you're talking about. I did,
you played since, what, like Season 8, and you forgot? Okay.
Season 8? Come on, man. I'm not... Give me some credit here. Season 4. Gosh.
Season 4! Oh my gosh, I forgot. I apologize, okay? In front of everybody. 8. I hope you're happy. I'm apologizing.
Who do you think I am?
What are the sounds that have changed the most? I started Season 11, and I remember the flash changing and some of the guns changing.
Yeah, how about all the guns? All the guns sound completely different.
All right. Oh! Almost a nade onto Voids.
Wow, these nades are getting really close. Pounds with a nice kill onto Salty Fu, leaving Salty Pussy and Rush X left with 50 seconds remaining against 4 defenders here. Looking pretty similar to the last round that we just saw. Oh, Pound's gonna... Come on, Pounds, get the ace. In
comparison, Most Wanted are just so much farther behind. Now 37 seconds and counting.
If Pounds can get the ace, that would be pretty awesome. I like watching aces,
great.
regardless of who it is.
Oh. Whoa,
Goes for Rush X. Doesn't connect any shots. 20 seconds left. And Most Wanted realize they don't have enough time.
Give us a drop down, Pounds. Give us a drop down. Come on. There it goes.
Oh, well done from Pounds. I did not get the kill onto Rush X as I really wanted to see that drop down kill from Pounds. But Pounds 4-1. Wow.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You love to see it.
Oops.
You love to see it.
Gave the point to the wrong team. That's okay.
All right. We got so many people in the chat, so many players that will be showing up to the Denver Con, so many players who are, you know, going to be watching from their phones, their tablets, their laptops, PCs, and even TVs, smart TVs. And want to appreciate everybody who's been supporting the stream so far in Season 16, and I hope we can end it with a bang here at the Denver Con and another one for the finals events after it.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. I'm super excited for Denver. Like I said, it's been 5 years since I've been to any convention for Onward, and boy do I miss it. I miss meeting all the players I play with, and this is one of my chances here, and I'm not gonna miss it.
And now you get to meet me, right?
Well, round 3 should be starting anytime. Yes, I get to see you, chum. I'm excited to see you, chum. All right.
Highlight of the day. Yeah. I'm gonna get your autograph.
Sure.
And sell it to Connor for like $400. I'm kidding.
That sounds about accurate.
Kidding.
Connor would probably spend $400 for my autograph.
No.
I have a new idea for what I'm gonna do to.
Stop it. Okay.
What would I even sell? I'll autograph with the silver Sharpie, the foam liner on the inside of my Quest headset.
Oh,
used.
Your sweat bottled up.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, whoa, that's a little bit weird.
That's a little too far.
That's too.
Thanks, OBJ on the ship.
Yeah. Moving on. This is a pretty tough. This is kind of like a 50-50 objective. It could go either way from our soccer Volk, but look at this grenade. Oh, and it's too short. Needed a little bit more strength to make it across. But wow, that could have landed right on Pounds, which would have been the most important kill that Most Wanted could have gotten. And wow, Pounds already almost taking out Downpour on the other roof. Does make the call out. They are aware. Not sure if Downpour is going to re-peek this or give it some time. But Salty Fu's in a really good position. I mean, taking control of the first floor of the center warehouse is very necessary, because it's going to slow down the offense if they find out you're there, and if they don't know you're there, then you can easily get a nice little flank here.
Yeah, Pounds really keeping their heads tucked behind cover. Reaper pushing on through. Rush will hear it, but look at Lightskin. Peeks out, perfect timing. Down goes the captain of Grimtide.
Here comes the utility from Void. Doesn't find Lightskin, I believe.
Oh man, the utilities are just lacking right now. On the ship, a smoke stuck on the top of cargo containers, and Working Hours, they're working in a disadvantage 4v5. But Pounce is still alive, so who knows?
Chandler's still in the back of the map, just kind of looking for picks here. Oh, great kill from Ninja onto Rush X. Now, they should still expect Lightskin, especially after that pre-fire. And look at that flash. It is going to find both, but Ninja gets the pre-fire kill onto Lightskin.
They were flashed. Ninja was flashed.
The flash kill from Ninja.
Just like that. Working Hours have turned the tides 4v5.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Lightskin's not going to let that down. He'll want revenge. Salty Foo's kind of getting prepared to possibly go for a flank. I think Pounds might have heard it. He's checking his back now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about, slowing down the offense just by Salty Foo making his presence known. And Salty Foo is going to go for the retreat.
Oh, interesting. But look at that. They go the long way around.
Oh, no, they're going to go for the flank. They're going to head all the way underneath to Chandler, but Chandler's going to hear it, I bet you. And this is going to be like a perfect time for Chandler. Oh, but Chandler's moving. The timing on that.
This could be really brutal here, Lipinski. I mean, you know, Working Hours, we've seen Ninja be a perfect counter to any kind of flanks.
Yeah.
Chandler being that kind of, filling in that kind of role on round 3 of Shipyard. But just like that, Salty Foo with the amazing honor timing, I think the cracks may have been found here on Marsoc. For now, they're 4v3, but this could turn very ugly for the offense.
Man, Chandler might hear Salty if he's lucky.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yep,
Oh,
he hears
he
it.
did.
Calls the flank. There goes the flash. Too long. Salty's going to drop down possibly. Can't find Chandler. Oh, but he does get Ninja. And there goes the kill. Chandler does take out Salty Foo on that flank there. It's a 3v2. 2 players left for Most Wanted. Downpour having to make the long rotate off that roof. Is Pound's going to get the kill here? They both hear each other. Downpour's going to toss a flash. Oh, it's a grenade. Too long. Oh, Pounds gets the kill.
What? Unstoppable Pounds.
All up to Salty Pussy here. Might be the first Marsoc round in quite a while. Actually, not quite a while. What am I talking about? 3 rounds ago.
Oh, look at Pooh.
Oh, the timing.
They're trying. They're really trying.
Oh, and a great kill from Voids. Gets them the round win there. Sounds like they were going to possibly attempt a flash cap, but couldn't land the flash. And that's a round win for Working Hours. 2-1. This is now Working Hours. They can't give up any more points here. If they give up any more points, then, you know, if they give up one more point and then win the map, then it'd be tied in points overall. That would be something to really make the bracket interesting for the split round robin if that happened.
Hey, Lappy, guess what?
What's that?
You know, I didn't say it, but guess who did? P said Season 4 and still bad. I didn't say it, okay? I did not say it.
Who said that?
I didn't.
Who said that?
I Peas.
Yeah. Okay, Peas. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Speechless. Speechless.
Tom, what is happening, man? What is going on? This is what is this?
You put in too many steps today. All the
21,000 steps in today, and my brain's not functioning. My brain thought peas mattered for a second, but you know.
Kaput. That's your brain right now. But guess who's not going kaput? Pounds. 5-1. Just ridiculous. Ridiculous. On Suburbia and here on Shipyard.
You know what, Peas? You're mean.
Oh, he came up with something,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Sit on that.
Ooh, feel the burn. Feel the burn from the casting desk.
Round 4 of our second map.
Oh my gosh. I also want to give a quick shout out to Tiger Striker. What seems to be a log cabin. They're watching our cast of Working Hours versus Most Wanted on their TV. I want to say a quick hello to everybody watching in that living room. I hope you guys are having a wonderful night.
Happy belated birthday, Tiger Striker.
Happy belated birthday. That's
Happy
correct.
belated birthday. We got our C4 cam set up here. Oh, and look at that other C4 cam. Nice C4 kill by Reaper. Gonna possibly firm Downpour. Oh, and he gets the trade. Downpour can get rezzed. Russian Reaper. Oh my goodness, that nade from Pounds almost confirmed Downpour there.
Gosh. The immediate 2 kills
Yep.
from Working Hours just out of reach, but really good try from Reaper. They did find one, but inevitably it is a 4v4. Look at Foo operating.
Yep. Gonna possibly sneak up. Get a kill. Oh, wait. Does he have a 4 times? He does. Interesting. Interesting 4 times.
Ninja, I'm just gonna say this for the viewers. Ninja plays this spot so often. I think that's what Fu is looking for right now. Oh, but Poo.
Yeah. Oh! Wasn't enough, though. Ninja still gets the kill.
You know what I mean? Ninja just locks it down on these positions. I really
Ninja.
genuinely believe, Ninja's not an entry fragger. They are the Volk player that excels at just I don't know. They're consistently, I've seen them in multiple casts. Against all odds, they win the engagement.
Yeah. C4 does not find anybody, but it was pretty close there. Ninja and Pussy getting pretty close here. Oh. Utility in hand from Salty. Where is it going? It's going to be a nade. It's not going to be in the right spot. And the same with the flash. Ninja with a great swing. Perfect timing. That's how it's done. That's why Ninja plays that spot. Because he's good at it. Let's see what Most Wanted can do. It's a 2v4.
This could be the 4-1 comeback that you were talking about. If Working Hours want to win, even in a kind of a winning map, losing map 1 but winning map 2,
right?
They seem to be on track for a 4-1.
Yep. Yeah, they're gonna win in a point differential, which will make the difference when it comes to the top 2 teams of each group. You know, this could decide, right? This honestly could decide whether or not Most Wanted or Working Hours are the top 2 teams of Group B, you know? So, all based off of who wins this map and by how many points. More specifically, by how many points if it's Working Hours. Not so much if Most Wanted wins it. The points won't make much of a difference, but...
Gosh, Downpour is going to be looking at their teammates' dead bodies. There's 2. The carnage is unreal.
It's gonna put some
the conductor of
messed
death
up images in his head.
Pound's close encounter with Lightskin on the top floor, and the call-out should be coming out.
I like how Ninja kind of shifts positions each time. Like he gets farther and farther away from where he was, but just by one barrier.
And it's a perfect situation here because Ninja heard footsteps. They might have heard 2, but they definitely heard some. They heard the metal footsteps, but whether it's Downpour or Lightskin, top or bottom, you know, Onward does not have verticality at the moment. Ninja won't be able to exactly discern where these Marsoc players are at right now.
Yeah, good point. Lightskin's gonna rotate. Oh, what if there's a team kill? That would have been unfortunate, but no, they have better trigger discipline. They did not team kill each other. Downpour is trying to figure out where Ninja went. Oh, here it comes.
Ninja.
Oh, the tablet came out from Downpour at the worst time. And there goes the death by Ninja. So Lightskin last up in a 1v3 with 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining.
That's a 3K from the league manager. That is really impressive.
Yeah.
And just like that, Most Wanted are in another 1v3 clutch up situation.
That's a lot of smoke from Lightskin. I don't know if that M203 was worth it there. We'll see. Void's going to try to get this pick. Oh, and he looks away. And Lightskin gets by. Oh, what a kill from Lightskin. Chandler coming in from the back and gets the kill. Making it 3-1 Working Hours.
They could do it. They could do it.
They could do it. They could
really do it.
Oh, and this is the objective to do it. Marsoc can easily take this objective. We are at the Crane objective now, y'all. Crane objective. Let me little itty bitty Working Hours logo.
I take a look at the live chat.
Small but mighty.
Egging you on.
You see, Peas, I don't want to hear it, man. All right? I don't want to hear it. we're going to decide who's better right here, right now. Not today, not now, another day when we face maybe week 2 or week 3 in the pay your way tournament. All right? Then we'll see who's talking, all right?
Okay, Lipinski, I'm going to be real with you. It's like a whole lot of yapping coming from you. Let's...
Sean, where's your team, huh? Huh? I haven't seen your team in a while.
No.
Where you been, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Keep doing your 35 casts a season.
Guess what? It's 36, but okay, thank you.
Okay. Doesn't help your case.
Pound's still 5-1. They since their debut on round 2, haven't got any kills because Working Hours, they got it on lockdown. Pounds is situated on the top floor of the ship objective. They don't really need to put in the work anymore because guess what? Their teammates are all straight even.
Ninja
putting up a huge fight. Chandler 2, Voids 2, Reaper 2. Working Hours seem really balanced. Little less balanced for Most Wanted though.
Yeah, and this is the team that has 5 other teams blended into one here.
Right.
All right, what could be the last round? We're at series point here, round number 5. What will Working Hours do to try to secure this series win here? And what will Most Wanted do to try to keep themselves alive? If they get one more point, they can at least say that they tied and points overall. If they get 2 more, then they can say, doesn't matter, we got more points, fellas. You know? So will that be enough for Most Wanted to secure something? Oh, look at Salty Foo. Who's playing aggressive here? He's got C4 in his hand. He's waiting for footsteps. He's going to toss it over. Maybe get voids. Unless the timing's off and doesn't get anyone.
What did I just see? Did somebody just toss a piece of utility?
Where?
Yeah, it wasn't active, so we couldn't see it. But either Chandler or Ninja tossed an inactive smoke to Reaper. I think that was really quick because it just flew in front of my camera.
Oh my goodness. Of course. The timing. The timing. Salty Foo with a great C4. And more utility going to be used on that red ramp. Going to get himself out of there. Look at Pounds taking the wide flank here. And this is... Oop, this is kind of making me nervous here. I'm not going to lie.
We've seen Working Hours come through with just 4 players early round.
Yeah.
We've seen it happen. But whether Pounds can handle Pooh here, that's a whole nother question.
Oh, that smoke is unfortunate, maybe? Oh, he's right there. Oh, the trade!
What? I know, but look, Pounds with one hand flicked up to find Pooh.
I know, that was impressive.
That's impressive.
Now, could Reaper get the confirm? Could he get the kill on Rushix as he rotates for the revive? This could be huge. Oh, and Rush is going to take the long way, the safe route.
Goodness. Valiant effort by Pounds, but it does look like Most Wanted will be 5 players strong.
Lightskin trying to get the pick on the Reaper. Last 3 players from Working Hours are all in frame here. Ninja also in the sewers underground right now.
Gotta keep an eye out on Ninja.
Downpour could call out Ninja if you wanted to.
And Pooh now too.
But Ninja's going to rotate back onto the main surface here. Three minutes remaining on the time.
Ninja and Chandler aren't careful. Fu might collect up a 2K.
Reaper doesn't. Does Reaper see the clipping from Downpour?
No way. No way. Where's the FOV when you need it?
Oh my
Where's
goodness.
the FOV when you need it? No way.
Barely.
Clipping.
I like it's practically in frame, but maybe not. Oh, Ninja's gonna get taken out. Reaper knows he's there, gets the refrag, but Reaper could have possibly gotten a little bit luckier and seen the clipping. and kept Ninja alive.
Look
It's
at Foo, look at
2v4.
Foo.
Oh man, that's gonna hurt working hours
Power
right
position.
there. That's a huge play from Salty Foo. Let's not forget, Lightskin's also still alive on the ship. It's a 2v4, man. 2 minutes left. Not a lot of time, and Salty Foo's going to rotate off right as Chandler starts running out in the open. It's not looking good for working hours. I think Most Wanted are going to get this around and maybe tie this series.
Working Hours really needs that sparkle that you were talking about earlier. But with pounds down, I don't know where the source of the sparkle will even come from. Oh, wait, you're right here. Reaper is a captain, Chandler's a captain. So the sparkle could happen.
Sparkle hours. Ooh, possible kill onto Rush. Down goes Rush. Salty's going to peek this now. Here's those gunshots. Oh, but Lightskin peeks instead. Takes out Chandler.
1 minute 20. Not a lot of time for Reaper to salvage a 1v3.
Yeah, you might try to get a kill onto Salty Pussy. Wow. Reaction time is not as fast when you are laying down. Pussy gets the final kill, and it's 3-2 right now. Keep in mind, you know what could happen this next round?
Yeah.
A cap. We could see.
Yeah, but it's true.
Cap.
It is true. It is true. So Most Wanted in a 2-2 situation, they did cap, and they finished out Suburbia really strong. It could happen here, taking Candy away from Working Hours. That is just 1 point away from securing map 2. Absolutely, you're totally right.
Man, I know what it feels like to have 3 points and have quite the lead on Shipyard and lose it all.
Yeah, I think that's what Pease was referring to.
You know,
okay.
Yeah, well...
Yep.
I'm trying to grow as a person, you know, reflect off my mistakes,
right.
And, you know, become stronger.
We're not helping, are we?
No, you're not. You're making me want to revert back into bad habits.
No.
What can Working Hours do to secure this map? I mean, and how likely is Most Wanted going to be able to get a cap in here? Do you think Working Hours is going to play super tight on objective to prevent a cap? Or do you think they're going to take the risk and just try to go for, you know, a defense push down the center?
We've seen After Hours play kind of a Hail Mary aggressive Volk to finish it off with a bang. It's not always worked out for them. I think in this situation, on this next OBJ, in Crane, sorry, the same OBJ, in Crane, I think they really want... well, actually, because it's Crane, they might actually do the Hail Mary. I think it's Hail Mary. Final answer, sorry. Final answer, yeah.
You know what? Because it's you, Chum, I'm going to say they're not going to do that.
Classic.
Yep. Whoop-de-doo. Arguing with Chum on cast. I think they're going to push one in the center warehouse. They're going to put one on the center rooftop, second floor, and then they're going to probably put one on the boat, and I am completely wrong. Okay, well, I don't think anyone's going on the boat at this point.
We're going to need like a marriage counselor for the con. We're going to need to fly one out to Denver, meet us up.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I am right. Look at this. Oh, no. Voids fell.
Oh, my gosh.
I was right. Suck it.
You're right.
One center warehouse, one second floor warehouse. I guess he did kind of drop down onto the containers, but I'll take it as a win.
Take it. Look at Fu, though. Full control of ship at this point. The Voids can multitask as long as they hear some footsteps and the angle is correct.
No way. Man, that could have been dangerous if he tossed it out that door and detonated Downpour. Yep, Downpour called out the C4 from Reaper. Great audio cues. What's Salty Foo gonna do here? He's gonna take his sweet time trying to clear that ship, and no one's gonna even be on it. 5 minutes left already. Wow, time flies when you're watching Onward. At times.
At times, right.
At other times, you're like, gosh, this downfall round could not take any longer.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. You know, like downfall is a whole nother thing as a caster. But yeah, Reaper is, I think, the catalyst of what could be a Volk round win for Working Hours, a defense round in the books, and close it out really strong 4-2.
100%.
Oh man, they're just playing with the devil here against Downpour.
Some utility being tossed to light skin from Rush. Not sure what it was. Oh, smoke. Good to know. Where's Salty Foo? What's he doing? Voids could stand up and get a nice little boop 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 onto Salty Foo.
Oh, Reaper could get quite a few kills here. Oh, but the smokes are perfect.
They smoke out so they can get south.
But a good call out from Reaper. They did identify kind of the fault in
look
their
at
angle
this.
at the moment.
Down goes Voids. Damn, that could have been a big pickup from Voids if he checked his back periodically. That's when
Reaper's
it's like...
call-outs
Oh man, that maybe was looking promising. Oh, Ninja with a nice kill onto Salty Foo there.
Reaper's callouts on Fleek. I don't know if you've been hearing, but Reaper's
Just-
identified exactly where who was, and
Oh,
a big trade.
good
on
trade.
the bottom floor.
I don't know why you just called it on Fleek, dude. Are we in 2012 right now?
Okay, all right. Well, thanks for the criticism, but
Oh wow, Pounds almost gets the kill onto Downpour. I'm surprised Downpour didn't even get hit once. He didn't even use a syringe.
oh, Chandler could line up with Rush here. It's like a head versus head.
And Head's gonna win. Oh, Rush. Oh,
Wow.
Downpour spots Chandler's forehead. Misses, though.
That's the second time that Downpour has fumbled a headshot onto Chandler, though it did happen on Suburbia. On Shipyard, it seems to be a different story.
What?
Beautiful nade, a good try.
Wow, in the trade. But Rush, revivable. It's a 2v2.
With just under 2 minutes, it could happen. Though I feel like they're kind of conservative on this Crane OBJ.
Oh, I think Downpour might get picked from Pounds here. Oh, Pounds looks away. Of course. I had to say something.
No, but look.
Oh, Pounds definitely hears Downpour call-outs right now. He does not get him.
Most Wanted seem to be aware of the time, and they seem to be reacting accordingly. This is two players that are not on Most Wanted. I just want to clarify for the viewers. Rush is on Latin Force, Downpour on Wrecked.
They're going to go for the flank underground?
No!
We don't have enough time.
Yeah, I was about to say Downpour.
Okay,
You do not have enough time for that.
1 minute, and they have to go up against the likes of Ninja and Pounds, arguably the top fraggers on map 1 and 2.
Yeah. Pounds might have some utility. No. But Most Wanted sure does. Oh, great kill. Pounds face to face with Rush here. Oh, this might be it. 38 seconds left. If this kill goes out, it's a tie, and it is a tie! Working Hours and Most Wanted tie in rounds and in map wins. That will sure make this playoffs really interesting in Group B. Look at those KDs. Well done from both teams tonight. Very impressive onward skills right there, let's be honest. I mean, the cap, the grenades, these peaks, these defensive positions, these swings. This is some top tier onward. I don't know. I mean, Chum, you've seen it all. What do you think?
You've seen it all. I've only casted season 15 and 16. I mean, if you're impressed, then I'm even more impressed, because we said in the beginning of today's cast, from the looks of the round, the first round, it looked competitive, and it sure was. Tie 4-2, 2-4. incredible. I'm so excited for the coming two matchups left in week 1 of the pay your way tournament.
Yeah. I wonder how Working Hours and Most Wanted feel about tonight. You know, I'm not sure if either team is going to be happy, honestly. You know, they're both going to feel like they probably could have done a little bit better, just one more round better. But that's Onward. You know, you can't expect to win them all. You know, all you can do is reflect on your mistakes and do your best to improve next time. And I'm sure both teams are going to look back on this cast and try to figure out what they could have done to get an extra point here or there. But fantastic.
I'll try to be
job.
a little bit more. I'll try to be more trendy and not say on fleek, because I do agree that is pretty.
Yeah, I wonder if chat caught on to that too. But let's take a look real quick and look back at these clips from today.
Let's take a look.
Pounds and a rush here. The final kill to tie it all coming out from Pounds. And Reaper getting flicked by Salty Pussy. That's what... I mean, these were... I got a lot of good clips here, man. Some pretty good stuff. I mean, some of these are going to be... Like, look at the C4 toss by Salty Food. Perfectly timed. Ooh. No one else there to get the refrag. Gets the confirm. And then tosses utility to get out of there, too. You know, make it safe. Lightskin getting taken out by Chandler after getting the kill on Voids. And this, I guess it was clipped twice. But that was the kill right there. That was so quick. And then the timing from Ninja. This is kind of what Onward's about. It's timing, it's map awareness, and it's aim. And it's skill. And it's strategy.
Ninja did
and
so
it's,
well.
It's a lot of things. But...
Ninja did really well on that objective.
Yeah.
On that position. Whew. In any case, big shout out to everybody who's been supporting the streams and to everybody who's responded to our survey. If you haven't already, please do consider filling out a quick feedback of what you thought are some room for improvement, any critiques of the casting team. The link to our survey is in the bottom of our description of this live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed today. I had fun, Lipinski.
I had a lot of fun casting this match, and I had fun casting with you, chum. I'll say it. I'll say it.
Thanks.
I had fun. I had a good time. You know, hope for more, hope for less of peas, but aside from, or at least less peas in the chat talking about me. You know, unless it's like flattering stuff, I won't say no to that.
You gotta be nice to Lipinski. Come on.
Yeah.
Putting in too much work right now.
But man, there's just so many good clips on this. We're not even done with Shipyard yet. There we go.
Yeah.
This was the moment that decided it all on
Beautiful.
Suburbia. Was the cap from Lightskin. This is the moment. Looks away. The last second.
Yeah.
There was sandbags
Just
there
that
though.
time.
Now that we look at it, he could have, you know, started shooting and then Lightskin could have ducked down. But great play there from Most Wanted on that very last round of Suburbia. And I don't know how that trade happened. That was still remarkable.
Ridiculous. Pounds. Yep.
Lightskin getting the double kill onto Pounds right there.
Such a clutch up.
And Pounds not checking that back room. But
This
man,
was the most insane bit. Like, how?
yeah.
Oh, perfect. And tucking it back perfectly, Ninja just kind of skirting away
Yeah.
from enemy rounds. Beautifully played.
The nade from Salty Fusi on the
Artillery
Chandler. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Didn't see it coming either with that smoke right in the way. And I think that's going to be it for our match clips right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. We do have our next match tomorrow night. And that's Dark Tidings, I believe, versus Proteus. Do we know who's casting that right now, chum?
No, we're still deciding that, but we definitely have casters available. But in any case, that will be Pounds in action, right? So now the feud can be revolved. We can see what Pounds is up to these days, especially in the pay-your-way tournament. Weather Pounds and the rest of Proteus will be able to make it to the con. Obviously, want everybody to make it onto the stage, but the nature of the tournament, only the top 2 teams registered will be able to make it.
Correct.
Hope you guys can make it too.
Yep. Thank you all for being here tonight. Without you, we would not be doing this. So it's so much appreciated. I'm glad to be here tonight. I'm sure Chum is as well. Thank you all. And don't forget, give us some feedback in the chat. We love reading it. We want to know what we can do to improve your match. Like Chum said, fill out that caster response survey. And have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Peace out.
Onward VRML is brought to you by Downpour Interactive, Helga, the esports manager. Thanks for watching VRML.